Look how many female rappers is thriving right now versus it being Nicki, and everybody else. Now we all, you know what I'm saying?
I would like to see it.
Hello, beautiful and amazing people. We are here to discuss the very prevalent problem running rampage in female rap, which is the art of flopping. And I know that Nicki leads the pack with female rap, but I don't think I truly realized this woman's control until after Pink Friday 2. It was almost like a weird clone-like mob mentality that the industry pushed after Nicki's album. The fact that all of these female rappers lined up one after another and decided to drop essentially the same month or a month after each other was a bit strange to me. Now, I understand that people like to drop in the spring and summer due to chart placements and giving their fans something to turn up to, but why all at the same time? And I'm not saying their albums were not planned prior to Nicki's release, but why weren't you people, you guys, you female rappers, just as eager to release an album in 2023? Make it make sense. It seems like everyone was waiting for Nicki. This is just all allegedly, which is kind of odd. Why are you waiting for this woman that you claim is old and washed up? Especially since the lady is on her 5th project. Okay, a lot of you guys are still on project number 1. Why are you waiting for this lady that's on her 5th going to her 6th project at this point? It's been almost 20 years and she's still doing better than a lot of you newcomers. Okay, now I understand why the barbs go crazy, because I'm not even a barb and I'm like, dang, why are y'all stalking this lady? This don't make no sense. I don't know what the industry is going to do without Nicki Minaj, because these girlies are just not cutting it. Okay, unfortunately, even the ones that I like, they're not cutting it. They push them, they promote them, yet the numbers don't add up to the hype. Okay, even the ones that I know that are lyrical, the numbers don't add up. What is the missing piece? Are the bots sleeping, or could it be that they can no longer cheat? What is going on? All the female rap albums / mixtapes have essentially flopped except Nicki's. Okay, let's not try to act like they didn't flop just because they sold 60K. They flopped essentially, especially with this era of streaming where it's easier to get sales, essentially, quote unquote. Okay, it's easier, quote unquote. Why are you guys still flopping? Because of how we compare these numbers to back in the day numbers, these new age female rappers would essentially have been shelved or dropped with a quickness, no questions asked. Why are these women allowed to flop this bad? This is a general question that I'm truly asking the music industry, because I don't believe for once like you guys are actually making money off of these people. So there has to be something else other than the brand deals that they're using these people to do, because how are you making money off of somebody selling 20K? I understand the tours, but like, how are you truly making money off of these people? And here comes all of the excuses, because I know somebody's gonna put it in the comment section, and that's okay. That is your right and privilege. Go ahead and do so. Okay, come up with the excuses. But my thing is, some of these women are Grammy nominated or have won a Grammy or 2 or 3, with an emphasis on the S, meaning it's multiple Grammys. But let's move right along. Let's start with the people's princess. It's Ice Spice, y'all. We starting with the princess. Okay, princess of New York, princess of rap. Okay, Nicki, she ordained her the princess. I know y'all still mad. Okay, listen, boy, has Ice Spice's career taking a nosedive since the Nicki debacle and Cleopatra tour drama. Okay, her album was the same as her 2 EPs, just mainly drill beats and recycled lyrics. And for a debut album, this was really short, and I don't know why. The songs Fat Butt and BBL Belt, Ice wanted to show us that she can really rap. And I'll be honest, I switched it up a bit and I liked it. The people do say that she copied Nicki on Fat Butt. Okay, it's okay, all right. Imitation is the best form of flattery, of course. She also threw shots at Cardi on BB Belt, and Cardi decided to cry on Twitter per usual. Like, child, please go cry to your BFF/sister, because we don't care, okay? Or better yet, pick up a pen and get in the ring with the rest of the girls. Nobody believed your fake friendship with Ice Spice, and that's why Ice remix came back swinging. And in my opinion, the Y2K album was another EP in disguise, and Ice Spice needs a major hit or another major collaboration as soon as possible. The album went on to sell 28K the first week and debuted at number 18 on Billboard. That's nasty. Those are not princess numbers, okay? Nicki Minaj deemed you the princess. You're the princess. The princess of rap cannot be doing these type of numbers, especially with a Nicki cosign and a Taylor Swift cosign. Where you see the princess doing that at? Ice Spice, this was a flop, okay? We need more from Ice Spice, but does she have it in her? I would give this album a 4 out of 10 because I just didn't like the feeling of being in a loop of the same beats and lyrics, but that's just my humble opinion. But next, let's move right along. We have JT on the docket. JT dropped the mixtape City Cinderella, which debuted at number 27 on Billboard and sold 26K. And yes, this album was a flop too. If we're using the same grading scale for the other girls, technically the mixtape was a flop too, okay? I like the songs Hope, Sideways, and JT Coming. By the way, why was JT Coming so short? I mean, JT Coming could have been big if only the label pushed it, especially since it was going viral on TikTok. And to be honest, JT Coming had potential and the label dropped the ball with not promoting it. It feels like a missed opportunity. You know, I heard JT was going back and forth with a fan that wanted more, you know, them basically saying it would have done better had she released a video during the mixtape era, you know, when she was pushing and promoting her mixtape. But you know, it's too late. It's too late to cry over spilled milk, okay? It's too late. We're moving right along. It's just a missed opportunity and you just got to take it on the chin and keep pushing. I also like the OK remix featuring Jeezy. The song 90s Baby that sampled Joe's song All the Things Your Man Won't Do was too vulgar in my opinion. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm not too like prissy or uppity or anything to be like you can't use curse words or anything like that, but I just feel like there's a certain way to approach a sample like that. That song is a classic, you know what I mean? There's a certain way to approach it without making it overly sexual with the type of verbiage that you're using in the song. But I will say that the video was nice and JT looked beautiful per usual, okay? She looked beautiful, okay? That scene with her on the bed, her makeup was on point. It was so pretty. She looked like she literally came out from the 90s, okay? I didn't really care for a lot of the songs on this project, but I can't quite place where the disconnect is coming from, and it could be the lyricism or some of the hooks to the songs could be better. Maybe get some hook writers next time, JT. I honestly think some of the songs could have been scrapped because 16 songs for a mixtape seems a bit much to me, okay? It seems a bit much to me. I will say JT had a little more substance in her lyrics, but she needs a little more diversification besides being pretty, the fashions, and men tricking on her. She also threw major shots at Cardi throughout this project. But my thing is, why are all of these women coming for Cardi at once? Cardi, pick up a pen, because it's obvious that these women don't care about yourselves, your fashions, or accomplishments. They're still going to drag you for filth on their songs, okay? They don't care. JT also threw shade at Glorilla on the song Swang. She said that lady has a man voice, you know, it made me chuckle a little bit. But Glow is a thug though, and her voice is a little bit deep, okay? The project overall, I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. And moving right along, next we have the biggest, aka Big Mama, aka Big Lotto. The first thing that popped out for me was the forced/fake Atlanta accent, okay? You know, I have a fake American accent, but my goodness. Lotto, please stop. Like, I just feel like you overemphasize whenever you're recording a track that fake Atlantic accent. I say Atlantic, I mean Atlanta Beyonce. You get what I mean? That's one of the reasons I can't take Lotto seriously as a rapper. She's cringe, she's corny, unoriginal, forced, and just blah. The general public hyped up and actually liked this album, but I must be one of the few because I just don't see it. I don't see it. I didn't like it whatsoever. But they say that this is one of the best albums of 2024. But I listened. I just, no. Of course, Lotto was talking about her imaginary toxic relationship with an alleged married man. This is all allegedly, of course. And these hoes, these 304s just don't have any shame anymore, because why would you be talking about this alleged married man on your album? You know, the tattoo behind the ear kind of confirmed it, but my goodness, Lotto, you're going out sad, ma'am. You're going out sad. You're so young, you're beautiful, and you out here dating this married man for the things that he can do for you. Like, I need him to buy you a music career. That's what I need him to do, but let me stop. She also threw shots at Ice Spice melting because her name is Ice. Get it? Y'all get it? Ice is boiling and ice melts because it turns into water. Y'all get it? Quite corny in my opinion. Okay? Lotto, please get new writers. This album was over sexualized in my opinion, and it was not necessary. How many ways and times can you tell us you're a freak? That song Squeeze featuring Megan Thee Stallion was definitely a throwaway. Megan was up there lying about never having surgery, and once again she's the victim for Nicki responding to her diss. Megan, please respond to Bigfoot so we can see an actual beef. You chickened out and went on mute. Remember that? But back to Lotto. The album Sugar Honey Iced Tea debuted at number 14 with 29k sold. I hate that this lady gave her album the shit acronym just when you thought she couldn't get any cornier. I guess Ice really hit a nerve with think you the ish, you not even a fart. So she decided in her mind that it sounded like a great idea to name her title the shit acronym. Like, make it make sense. And I guess the Nicki beef did not benefit Big Lotto after all, because Big Lotto still ended up selling around 20k. And once again, Nicki's right. Why is that devil always right? Let me stop. Yo, she told you your album sales matches your age. Just like she told Megan she can't sell up to 100k. And that devil predicted it once again. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta get Nicki. She is just predicting y'all back to back. Like, what is going on? Lotto has been in the game for probably 10 years at this point, and you still can't sell 30k for an album? That doesn't even make any sense at this point. I would give this album a 5 out of 10, an A for effort, but at this point, Lotto, just hang it up. It's okay. Hang it up. I don't understand how I didn't like one song from this album. I don't think that's ever happened before. But moving right along, next we have Megan Thee Stallion. The self-titled album Megan debuted at number 3 on Billboard and sold 64,000. And once again, the Nicki Minaj curse strikes again, because Megan, like I stated earlier, did not sell 100k just like Nicki said she wouldn't.
See that? 104,000. More than you can sell in the first week with 3 Grammys.
And got streams taken away to add insult to injury. What is going on, female rap? Why is that lady always saying things that come to pass? But moving right along, Megan did not come to play. Megan did not come to play. She started off the album with the song Hiss, the diss heard all around the world due to Nicki Minaj's rant for 40 days and 40 nights. Then she continued throwing shade at her haters like Nicki and former BF BFF Kelsey on the songs Rattle and Figueroa. And of course, it wouldn't be a Megan album without talking about her poom poom 100 times with a sprinkle of sympathy on the side. The people also say Megan has one flow. I personally don't care about the one flow at this point. I just want her to try something different without nudity or hoish lyrics. I do like the anime and Japanese infusion in this album because it's something different, but I didn't care for the songs Otaku Hot Girl or Mamushi featuring Yuki Shiba. The Mamushi song did go viral on TikTok, but it seems to have died off. The accent song featuring Glorilla went from mid to extra aggressive when Glow started rapping. Glorilla really needs to learn how to soften her voice at times because the feminine energy left the song. It left the chat once she started rapping. The songs on this album needed something else to help elevate them to the next level, in my opinion. Megan may need chorus writers to help the flow of her songs, especially for that song Worthy. I'm worthy, not worthless. 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 Like Megan, that song should not have made its way on the album. Like, what the hell were you thinking? I get it, you're worthy, not worthless. Like, God, this is what I have to deal with. For the love of female rap, this is what I have to deal with. Okay, let's move on. Even when Megan tried to be vulnerable with songs like Cobra and Moody Girl, she still missed the mark due to her hypersexuality and overly vulgar lyricism. Also, the features on this album were not that great. I think Megan is really overhyped after listening to this album, if I'm being totally honest. All of this hype and bravado seems meaningless at this point. This album was pretty mid and I want to give her a 6, but I don't know about that. Honestly, it wasn't a 6, more like a 5, if even that. Does Megan really deserve a 6 though, if we're being honest, for this album that failed to sell 100k even with a chart topping single like Hiss? Y'all went up for that song. How did this album flop like this? But moving right along, next we have Big Glow, Glorilla. And just like Ice Spice, this is her first album, her debut album. The album Glorious debuted at number 5 on Billboard and sold 69k. The fact that Glorilla and Megan are this close in numbers tells me all I need to know about the internet. Y'all are extremely fake. All of that sympathy for Megan and you guys couldn't get her to at least 100k and prove Nicki wrong. I'm gonna keep bringing up that point because it's pissing me off. Y'all took up for this lady on the internet. Y'all took up for her on Twitter, but y'all couldn't buy her album when she really needed y'all. How is Glow outselling the 3-time Grammy winner? This is just plain sad and pathetic, and I hate the internet, okay? Y'all make me sick. You guys know I cannot stand Glorilla's mannish voice, so this album was my hardest to get through. I understand that all of these female rappers talk about sex, but Glorilla's rough voice is not giving what it should give when she talks about sex or getting freaky, okay? The approach is hard with a D, okay? The approach is extremely hard and the voice is not giving what it should give. She sounds like she'll beat a man up before he even approaches her. The song Procedure with Lotto was a chop, in my opinion, that could have been scrapped. The TGIF song chorus was really good and I like that song. The song What You Know About Me featuring Sexy Red was boring, and Glow did throw a shot at JT with the Cinderella sign. She basically said she's not a Cinderella, and I understand the line and I get it because JT said Glow has a man voice, but Glow low-key shaded herself without knowing it. And if we're being totally honest, most people don't look at Glorilla and think Cinderella. She doesn't quite fit the mold or criteria. We're not even trying to be shady. Glorilla is a thug cross-playing a feminine woman, and I'm not even trying to be shady or mean or anything like that. That is a hard woman. The song Don't Deserve featuring Muni Long was good, but I hated Glow's part. Too rough and tough and aggressive as hell for no reason. The gospel songs were okay, but that prayer had a lot of profanity in it, so I skipped it. I'm sorry. The song How I Look featuring Megan Thee Stallion was mid. Megan was still talking about this imaginary beef with Nicki that she didn't show up for. Like, girl, bye. This whole album was masculine, okay? It had masculine energy written all over it. Glow needs to diversify her delivery, especially when it comes to talking about men and having an intimate relationship with them. She ruined the song with Money Long, and she also ruined the song I Love Her featuring T-Pain because of her delivery and her hard ass voice. But I would give this album a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. And to be honest, I didn't see this coming. Glow took me by surprise. Glow actually has a good body of work, but she just needs to soften her tone at times. Soften that delivery at times. But moving right along, next we have Flo Milli, and her album Fine Ho Stay debuted at number 54 on Billboard and sold 16K. I don't know whose voice I hate more, Flo Milli or Glorilla. One sounds like a child and the other sounds like a man. Flo could have kept this album because it needed more work. I immediately got tired of her using the word eater. At some point during the album, it felt like Flo was trying to make another hit like Never Lose Me with songs like Layup and Life Hack. I did notice that Flo's singing voice is not bad whatsoever. It's not bad. So maybe that's the direction that she could explore more. I would give this album a 4 out of 10 because nothing really stood out and it was just okay in my opinion. Next we have Doechii, and her mixtape Alligator Bites Never Heal debuted at 124 on Billboard and sold 11K. After listening to this project, I think I know why people don't buy Doechii's music but praise her artistry all the time. Doechii is different. She's alternative. She's creative. When you see her, you see a star in the making. You see a star, period. But does she know how to make a hit song? And I'll be honest, I don't think she does. The songs on this project started to blur or blend in at some point, and it got boring by song number 5. Don't come for me. Also, a lot of the songs were either 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes. I, in my opinion, would prefer a shorter project with longer songs. The talent is definitely undeniable when it comes to Doechii, but she may need help selecting songs that can go mainstream for her to really go out there. The song Profit let me know that Doechii's label may not like the type of songs that she's making because as a dark-skinned black woman, Doechii is fighting against the many odds, and to add to that, she's going pop, which may not resonate with her core audience. The label wants a return on their investment, of course, so if this direction she's going in does not make them money, they will not back it. I would rate this mixtape a 5. It was mid in my opinion. I like her songs Black Boy and Alter Ego more than anything on this mixtape that I heard. I just couldn't connect with this project, but people were going up for it, saying how great it is. But my thing is, if it's so great, why didn't you buy it? Why didn't you support? Okay? Why didn't you at least stream it? Something is not adding up once again. The women are so talented. Well, some of them. They're so talented, but people are not willing to buy their music or stream their music at this point. They have so much talent, but the internet hype does not equate to album or mixtape sales. Make it make sense. But maybe, better luck next time. This mixtape just wasn't my cup of tea. Shout out to Doechii. Shout out to her for all of her Grammy nominations. I really do hope that Doechii makes it big, but you guys have to support the lady, alright? Support her. You guys, I almost forgot about Sexy Red's mixtape, and Sexy We Trust. The mixtape debuted at number 17 on Billboard and sold 27K. And after listening to this mixtape, I'm honestly tired and I'm fed up with female rap. Okay, just ratchet, ghetto, ABC rhymes and all. And all the songs on this mixtape sounded similar after a while. Where do I really start from? With Sexy Red? You know what, at this point, shout out to Sexy for getting out of the hood and providing for her family. Make this gig last as long as you can, Sexy Red. Make as much money as you you can. Don't forget to save and invest your money. And to round this all up, I'll be honest, some of these albums could have been scrapped and they should have started again from scratch. These people are just throwing anything together and calling it an album. Sometimes you have to sit with something for a year or more and listen to it and truly understand, is this really a good body of work that people will buy? And these people are just making albums just to fulfill contracts at this point, and unfortunately the people are not buying what they're selling, which is literally why they're not buying or streaming the crap. Okay, I found myself skipping a lot of songs or getting lost in my own thoughts, and whenever that happens I immediately think to myself, throw the whole song away, or better yet, throw the whole project away with the artist. Okay, you guys need to give me a pat on the back for a job well done, because I struggled getting through some of these projects. I was talking ish about Ice Spice's album being too short, but now that I'm at the end of this video, Ice Spice was doing us all a favor. She knew what time it was. She knew what time it is. Ice Spice was doing me a favor. She didn't want to waste my time. She didn't want to waste you guys' time either. And some of these people that put out albums, they should have done just like her. Make it shorter than even Ice Spice's album. Imagine listening to almost 20 of the exact same songs. I can't say it was fun doing this because it wasn't, and I'm over female rap. Alright, we need talent, we need diversity in subject matter, an overhaul in female rap. Female rap is in danger without people like Nicki Minaj, and that's quite sad. There's a lot of talented female rappers, of course, that I didn't talk about on here, but these are the ones that are really mainstream, which is why I talked about them today. But of course there's people that we support that are not as big as these people. Oh Lord. And of course, you guys, music is very subjective, and this is just my opinion, so don't take it to heart. And whatever you feel about their project, take it for what it is. And I hope that you support each and every one of these artists if you actually do support them. But in the comment section below, tell me all about your opinion. Tell me what you thought about these albums. Tell me what you thought about the topic that we discussed today, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.